Greetings. I'm listening.
Great to meet you.
I've been expecting you.
For the good.
You come get the voodoo.
Hey there. And you are?
Light be with you.
You come to consult the spirits?
Welcome to Orgrimmar. Have you come to serve the Horde?
Shiny. Sail here. Me buy and trade. What?
Sail here, me buy and trade. What?
Hello and welcome to Ctrl Alt WoW, the podcast for those of us who love World of Warcraft and love making many alts. Today is Sunday, March 22nd, 2020, and this is episode 655 entitled Bonus XP, 100% Bonus XP. I'm Aprillian, your host, and with me are my two awesome co-hosts. Hello, Constructs. How are you?
I'm feeling very Canadian. That's the best way to describe it.
Yes.
I feel like I've banded with people I never met, and I've come closer to understanding my neighbors and whatnot.
Exactly. And Grand Agus, how are you?
Okay, next topic.
Yes.
I'm a little preoccupied because of all the IRL stuff, and it's impacted me quite a bit. So, yeah.
I do want to do a shout out to my mom, although she doesn't listen to the podcast. Today was her birthday, and we did this massive FaceTime, and it was awesome, except when I recorded it, there was no sound, but it was still good. And towards the end of it, we all did shots of tequila, so excuse me if I'm not up to par. I love my family. I know where I get my genes from now. And it was great. We had like up to 12 people in a FaceTime, and it was just amazing and awesome and everything. So, yeah, I just want to say that the internet is wonderful. I can't imagine what we would have been doing if this had happened 20 years ago.
Oh yeah, that would have been, I mean, socializing wise, what? Yeah, okay, yeah, it would have been a nightmare.
Right. So we're doing a lot of people doing wonderful things online. Shout out to Zoom. They did, we use Zoom to record the podcast. And shout out to to Constructs for paying for it and everything. And they also allowed it to be free for students and teachers, I think. So that was...
Yeah, quite a few
online
companies that do voice
over internet.
Meeting, conference, software, whatever you want to call them, have made them free for a certain period of time for different target groups. So, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of museums are doing online things. A lot of different companies are doing online things. So, yeah, if we didn't have online, we would be really, really, really screwed.
Yeah.
All right. So, bonus XP, 100% bonus XP. What is this about?
That's about Blizzard finally coming around to, I think for the first time ever, giving us a permanent XP bonus of any kind, if I remember correctly. I don't think we've ever had this type. We always had, you had to do some jump through a hoop and whatnot, do stuff like with the carousel, with different holidays, with whatnot.
Right.
You have celebrations or get the heirlooms, do stuff for it. But this time, for 1 month, from March 20th to April 20th, we have a buff called Winds of Wisdom, which is a buff that rewards you experience gain increased by 100%.
Oh, okay.
So, and that counts towards everything. That's XP.
Nice.
So it's killing, it's doing quests, it's doing everything. So if you go and do the maximum possible now, I've done the math, and we have possible 285, 290% XP buff. Now, if you are rested, if you are decked out in your full heirloom, including the ring, and you have the 100% buff that we all have now, you get a total of 290% increase. That's almost as much as the original RAF bonus of 300%. So I think that's not half bad. So
no, not at all.
I'm looking at a quest. I'm at level 53 with the character I'm logged in with now. My Forsaken Rogue, and she has a quest. She did a quest earlier that gave her 25,000 XP, which is absolutely insane for a level 50, mid-50s character.
Right.
So if you want to level fast and you are a mid to high level toon, and you do archaeology, and you do herbalism, and you have a druid, that's going to be insane. It's going to be absolutely insane.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the membrane, yeah. I did like in an hour and change, I got this tune up from level 46 to 51, 52. It's like 4 or 5 quests, depending upon if they're like full XP or not quite. Like the breadcrumb quests sometimes give you less than full XP, obviously. So it's like really, really great XP. But yeah, so we have, as of this week, we still have the Trial of Style going on.
Right.
That ends on Tuesday. So if you listen to this on Monday or Tuesday, you still have the Trial of Style for 2 more days. It ends at midnight Tuesday.
Now, Grand Negus, are you the fashionista? Do you have? Yeah,
No.
have you won the items on there?
Nope.
Are you able to speak in any capacity of doing it?
I haven't ever done one single Trial Style event thingy. Never. It's something that I've never felt.
I would like to meet up with somebody and just try it, because I haven't tried it either. I'm afraid I'm just going to end up dead last on every attempt.
Yeah, and then we have ending on Tuesday. We have the time walking. So if you have a character that is close to 120, you have like a mid 1 teens.
Right.
Go and do like 4 or 5 time walking dungeons.
Yeah.
And your tune should be 120. it's like insane how much XP you get there.
In the membrane.
And if you're on a tune that has the 150 or maybe 300% even rested, if you're on a panda, that's gonna blow through everything like that. I would say on a panda you could even get from like 111, 112 maybe.
Well, the cool thing while you're in there is you also pick up time walking badges, so you can buy some toys for really cheap.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And then we have the things that start on Tuesday. That's going to be the arena skirmish and the PvP brawl classic ashram. So if you want to do your Colosseum, no, not Colosseum, what are they called? The
Victor's Sanctum or Gladiator's Sanctum.
Gladiator Sanctum. There we go. Yeah. So if you want to pursue those quests,
there are add-ons that tell the raid leader which group you're in, so they can move you to the group that gets multiple credit for one kill.
Oh.
Yep. Yep. So you can definitely go and pursue those goals, those quests for the Gladiator Sanctum.
The raid structure is kind of weird because you're in a 40-man group, but within that 40-man group there are 5-man groups, and if all 5 players are killing trolls, I'm sorry, Vegas, I'm not picking out the horde in particular, but if you're killing trolls and you kill one troll, you get credit for 5 kills if everybody's on the same quest.
But why would you kill trolls? You'd rather kill humans or the filthy Worgen.
Right, exactly.
Listen, we're not going to pick sides here. We're just going to tell you.
You started it. You started it.
We're not?
Yeah, so that's basically what's going to happen in the upcoming week, starting on the 24th. And then we have, what else do we have? Nothing much. There's nothing special in the upcoming week. We had the 2 micro holidays. They're all done. So the next micro holiday is far in the distance.
Really?
Is sometime in May, in May. We have 2. We have the Balloon Festival and we have the Glow Cap Festival, but that's like in May. So in April we don't have anything that with regards to micro holidays. So Blizzard. There's March of the Tadpole. Sorry, that was.
How could you forget that?
On the same day as the Darkmoon Fair starts. That's why they're overlapping.
Right.
So there's that. But that's a 1-day holiday. So March of the Tadpoles on the 5th of April, sorry. But that's next month. So yeah.
All right. Well, let's get started.
I've had a fantastic weekend. Wow. It's very comforting. Those battlegrounds where you're not necessarily putting out more damage, but you feel like you're contributing more by pushing all the buttons all at once. Bad boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Constructs, how's your weekend WoW been?
My weekend WoW has been uber fantastic doing incursions. Ooh. I have been leveling. Now, Prishna is a couple bars away from 120.
Ooh,
it's going to be my first hunter at max level ever.
Awesome.
I've never been able to manage it. I usually get discouraged because I'm not happy with the DPS at some point. I don't have the right pet combination to my talent tree, to my min-max of the stats, to getting gear, to going to dungeons. I just throw all that out the window when I start doing dungeons, and my DPS is at the bottom of the meter. It's like it sucks to be the worst player out there, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what buttons to push. I really need to install something like max DPS.
Yeah,
because I have no understanding of the hunter class. It's a ranged melee. It's a ranged melee.
Shoot,
that's
shoot.
Great. That doesn't mean anything to me.
You just shoot, and then they die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can
shoot full aggro, and then I'm the one to die.
Oh yeah, that can happen.
The rotation is not set. So once I figure out what I'm doing a little bit better, and I try not to get myself killed over and over, it'll be more fun, I think. I did play a little bit my auction house characters, and I did make between 55 and 75,000 gold this week, which was not too bad. It's picked up a little bit. I found out that there's healing potions in Najatar that are worth a lot of gold. The only reason I found that out is when I boosted my Thoran Druid.
Oh, wow.
I actually wasted gold. Not gold, but I wasted a boost. To me, it's a waste. But I learned something, is you get potions, and all your gear is now upgraded to 390.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you no longer get the 370 gear when you boost. You don't get the lower gear. You get boost. If you boost to 120, get right away upgraded to raid gear. Mm-hmm. That's all right. So when I boosted, I had these potions in my bags, and they sold for 600 gold each, and they're easy to make. You need the herb from Najatar. So I looked and I'm like, what are those potions? So I made a Thoran Druid on a very, very, very low population server, and I went to Najatar. I thought, okay, great, I'll be able to farm Heart's Content. And then I automatically got moved to a different server. I thought, what happened? So Blizzard is making it so that low population servers, as far as Najatar and Mechagon are concerned, get merged with different cross-realm zone servers to prevent you from not having anybody to help you. However, that's not helpful if you're trying to farm the mats. If you're farming the mats, you want to be on a server with low population to have you farm at your heart's content. Another bug that I found is I go to farm a mat, and there's a mob there, so I had to fight the mob. Well, as soon as I hit the mob, 5 Thoran hunters land exactly where I am. They farm the mob in less than 1 second, and they take off in a perfect line pattern. That is not a human interaction, my friends. That is a bot.
Yes.
If somebody is botting in your area and you can get a screenshot and right-click on them and report them, do so. They will not get 1 ban. They will get 5 bans.
Mm-hmm.
And when Blizzard bans you, when Blizzard bans you, I warn you, hackers out there, when Blizzard bans you, they decide how long they're going to ban you for. They can ban you for 1 day, 3 days, a month, 3 months, or permaban. If you get permaban, they ban your credit card, they ban your MAC address, your MAC address, which means your computer will no longer be able to play WoW. That's permanent. It's a permanent ban. So you can't come back. You can argue with Blizzard. You can sue them. You will get directed to the Court of Illinois, which is in your end user license agreement, in your terms of use, which you have agreed to when you installed the game, and you're limited to a lawsuit worth $5. All the disputes are settled in Illinois because they have the best laws for the internet. So I strongly discourage you against installing software to get 5 million gold to buy your mount that's going to bot. Because if you bought, I've known many people who've been banned, and the duration of the ban varies on the severity of the offense. So, I was not happy when I saw that person land and farm my node and take off. And I fought the mob.
Oh, shit.
So I wasted my time trying to go there. So anyway, and it's farmed in less than a second. So there's no way for me to farm it. Even if I have the fast herming, I have to have like the ability to get there. And when they farm 5 times, there's actually no comeback. Like the node is completely depleted. It despawn. But that wasn't my only venture in gold making. I tried a few things. I tried to sell Pyrium bars on the auction house for 1,700 gold. That's an easy transmute. You get 3 Pyrium bars for 1 transmute of Elementium bar and Volatile Earth. So that's 5,000 gold for 1 Pyrium bar. For 1 Elementium ore and 1 Volatile Earth. 5,000 gold. Oh, those were some pretty good sales this week. I wasn't complaining. Right. Somebody wants to buy my Pyrium to make vials of sands. Okay, I can sell the vials of sands, or I can make 3 times the gold just selling the Pyrium. Okay, well, the vial doesn't sell. I can just sell the Pyrium. It's fine. And I was also selling different things. I was doing my transmute also in Bashir for volatile waters. I got a transmute master transmute for 20 volatile waters. That means it procced 7 times on my transmute.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. Or 6 times it procced. And on top of proccing 6 times, when I did my transmute, I got a ×2. So my true gold doubled.
Nice.
So I was like, win-win. You can't really complain.
Exactly.
The RNG is not always in your favor, but when it works out, it's a beautiful thing. So I got to list an extra vial of the sands, and I bought a vial of the sands that was listed too cheap. So I put a bid because somebody put in a really, 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 really low bid. So it's too low. If you just bid on it and resell it for higher, it's going to sell at some point. Just like Brilliant was telling me last week, I'll get my gold and they'll get their gold.
Right, exactly.
Everybody's happy.
Everybody.
And at the garrison, I have got a extra manifest for the Black Market Auction House.
Oh.
So my DK has to go swimming in where Zangarmarsh should be. It's all underwater. There's a crate at the bottom of the water there. You pick up the crate, the little goblins attack you, or the fishy goblins. They're cross between Murloc and Gilfins, yeah, something like that. So they attack you, and then you go back to your garrison, and Nadangoya says thank you, blah blah blah. They want you to have your own black market auction house. So they tell you what's on the black market auction house without you having to travel there, so you know if it's worth the trip. Bid on something. So that's always good to have. I think I have that in 5 or 6 garrisons already. But every time it's up on the mission table for the shipyard, I do that quest because I want it on as many garrisons as possible. Because if you invite somebody on your garrison, they can check out what you have. I'm trying to see what I can do to earn more gold. So I'm probably going to multi-box farming herbs in Najatar because it's so lucrative. I was dead set against it, but you know what? If I farm on a low population enough server and Blizzard stopped doing that thing where they merge you onto a bigger population server,
right?
Might get rich quick. The only thing I'm missing really for that setup to work is the Order Hall quest to get my mount for the druid, because the mount for the druid has a passenger slot.
Oh,
I want to know if I can farm with the druid without dismounting, and have my rider also farm without dismounting.
Right.
Because the sky golem isn't as effective as the druid mount. The druid mount is really the ultimate. Huh?
Of course not.
Yeah, the druid mount is really the ultimate. I see that now. I didn't think the the herbing from the Tauren was so excessively fast.
Yep.
I asked Grand Negus, should I get an enchant for the faster herbing? And he says you won't need it.
Yeah.
Nope.
And I was really doubtful, but when I tried it, I was like, oh my god, it's like insanely fast. It's almost instantaneous. So if you're multi-boxing druids, then yeah, you got gold coming to you in the river. A mighty river, I would say. So I'm going to use that druid when I start the next expansion to farm herbs and just sell the herbs. I don't know if I'll level alchemy. I might. Depends if there's something valuable in there. I've also played a little bit on EU. Not a lot, but I got an achievement for pet battles.
Oh,
I got
nice.
the achievement, that was close.
Oh.
And how you get that was close is you knock a pet down below 5% health, and then you capture it. So I had a bird that does multi-strike, like it does 1, 2, 3 hits. At the third hit, left like 2 health on the health bar, and the pet only had like 120 health. So I almost one-shot it. It was a blue. I really wanted it. I was like, it's going to die. And then I caught it, and I got an achievement for it. I'm like, yes.
Cool beans.
It's a win. It was like perfect. And that's pretty much been my week. It's really sucky as far as real life.
Right.
And like Grand Negus, I'm muscling through because I got to get through this.
Yeah.
Mrs. Gosbrax is behind me. She's helping me. Tomorrow we got a call with the doctor. I'm not allowed to visit the doctor. The doctor is only taking phone calls. So we're going to conference call Mrs. Gosbrax in there, and she can ask questions to the doctor about my condition and get the doctor's recommendation, because my wife always says if I step out of line, she'll kick my ass. And, I'm glad to have her. And that's been my week.
Awesome. All right.
Oh, excellent. Oh, how you doing? I get excited. I get giddy and love making many alts. My dog is trying to poop for the Horde and for the Alliance. It was funny on my head.
So, Trillian, how was your week then?
Mine hasn't been, I've been doing that much. At the end of last week's show, I think I did a bunch of stuff with Constructs. Thank you so much. I am into Insurrection, the achievement. I've done Breakdown, and I am working on some other stuff in Suramar. I'm a little sad because I can no longer feed those people. That was my raison d'etre to try to get on
You can feed them, you just don't get rep.
Right, but actually, maybe I didn't go because I went to feed them and they wouldn't even take anything. On the good side, I am storing up my ancient mana, so I'll be able to do the Withering quest a little bit more often. I'm in Suramar right now. I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff. World quests and other stuff towards that. I'm assuming that will get me towards the achievement. I spent some time on April. She's 110. I really need to get her up to 120, especially since I paid for her account. And I got on Tia a little bit thanks to Constructs. Thank you for the code. That worked out perfectly. I am... one of the things that happened to me last week was I was trying to get on, during my break at work, and I encountered queues. I put a screenshot in the show notes. Queues.
Yeah, last week there was a DDoS attack.
Oh, so was that what that was?
Hackers were trying to shut down access to the game.
Oh, I thought it was just everybody at home.
No, Blizzard came and explained.
All right, because I stopped trying, and now I'm sad that I didn't keep trying, but I stopped trying.
And the DDoS attacks usually last a couple of hours. So
yeah, well, this happened while I was at work, and then my free time. I don't have a lot of free time. I do it during my break. So I'm just doing quests in Suramar. Aprillian is having fun, and that's about been my week. loving the changes in Shalinar, when I go home. Shalaran, yes, thank you. It's interesting. And that's about been my week. Exciting. All right.
I find it very, very easy to be true. Am allerschönsten war es doch zu Haus und ob sonst mich einst in die Welt hinaus und in der Ferne suchte ich mein Glück. Wer kennt den Weg zurück?
And now it's time for Add-on Spotlight and a whole bunch of other things with Grand Nagus. What do you have for us this week, Grand Nagus?
Oh, this week there isn't much going on. I basically, as I said earlier, multiple times, there's been quite a bit happening in real life, so I didn't get to do much. The bit that I got to do basically was like the last 2 days when I thought I might want to use that 100% or take advantage of the 100% boost. So I took a couple of hours out of the day and said, okay, this is like my time now, so I'm going to like basically zone out and go and level a couple of tunes. And I started with 2 tunes. I didn't start them all the way from level 1, but I started leveling yesterday another Forsaken Warlock.
Ooh.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah.
And my first ever, who would have imagined my first ever Forsaken Rogue.
Ooh.
So the Warlock is level 70 now, and the Rogue is level 53. So that's not too bad, I think. Given that both of them gained 20 plus levels. So yeah, that 100% bonus XP buff is quite handy. I think I'm going to not take them all the way for now, but I'm going to see that I finish my unlocking quest for the Volpira.
Oh, I've just done that. That's awesome.
I'm in the middle of it. At the moment, I haven't finished it.
You're in for a treat at the end. It's very, very well done. I think it's one of the better ones of all of them.
Okay, nice. And then I'm going to see how far I can get that Volpira. I'm not sure yet what class she's going to be, but yeah, I have to see what I want to do, and then I want to see how far I can take her before the buff runs out. Obviously, it depends upon how much time I get to play. So there is that. The Warlock is a tailor and miner. A kind of unusual combination, but I'm frankly tired of doing the tailor and enchanter.
Yeah.
because as nice as it is to have an enchanter, it's expensive, it's tiresome to like destroy all the stuff again and do this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So, and or you can always use ore, and if you can't use it to craft something, you can always sell it.
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
and the
And
good
it's got
thing
XP.
with ore. Excuse me.
You get XP.
You get XP, and the nice thing with ore compared to herbs is that you don't get fragments anymore. They,
nice.
They got
You just
rid
get
of
the one ore then.
You get a minimum of one ore. Yes. So with the herbs, they still have the fragments. That they had originally when they introduced the fragments mechanic. You had that with the ore as well, but eventually they got rid of them. Why they didn't get rid of the fragments for herbalism, I'll never know. But well, maybe unless they answer the question sometime. But yeah. Anyway. It's something I never understood why they did one but refrained from doing the other. So I played through the latest zone I played through was one of the more fun zones. Was Ferraris, and I always like to play that and get to deal with Yasandra again, one of the green dragons. But I still feel that there is something missing in between us meeting her in there and then we get to pick up the story in Legion, so there's still something that I'm missing. They could have tied it together a little better, in my opinion, but again, it's something that is my opinion. So yeah, and that's basically been my week.
Nice.
I guess it's time for email now.
Email, folks?
Email,
La data. You've got mail. Who's next? I'm addicted to you, baby.
Lovely little email.
And Kyle writes, hello, everyone. Social distancing is a blessing and a curse. My introverted hermit self is loving all this time alone, but I must admit, I really do miss all of my students at the school and just being able to go out and hang out at a coffee shop once in a while. My rogue is now a few levels away from 120, yay! And this new leveling buff from Blizzard should really help make that go quickly. Trying to decide what to do next. Do I level some other characters to max or start a new character? Tough decision. Oh, I also maxed out archaeology on my main shaman. I feel really happy about that. That has been a goal of mine for a while. I have clips from episode 402 for our blast from the past. Enjoy, Kyle. All right. Yay, Kyle.
Very nice, Kyle. And yeah,
I'm glad you're getting to play. We all understand the social distancing. It's hard for everyone, but it's necessary.
Yeah, and with the 100% buff, archaeology is really, really good.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, let's listen to Kyle's blast from the past.
The title of the show is Everybody's Doing It, the Garrison Shuffle. Or maybe we should have called it Garrisons, the new, what was the name of that farm?
Sunsong Ranch.
Yes.
Sunsong Ranch.
You know, if you go back there now, there's like tumbleweeds going by.
That's where poor Everrose is when I logged into her this week.
Well,
nice.
I hadn't changed my regular hearth, and I wanted to go to a portal. I actually wanted to go do some transmogging. So I actually went back there, and it hurt to see those empty little piles. And, oh wait, no, there was actually there was two of them that needed help. Like, there was one that needed to be pulled and another one that...
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I did take the time to do it, but I'm not going back there to harvest it. It was just painful.
Oh, poor Narendra. Narendra also had a full garrison cache.
Oh, no. Well, Darcy's...
And dear listeners, you missed it earlier where I was saying that a couple of days ago I logged in with Everrose, cranky Everrose the Undead, and she got her WoW 10th anniversary, and our lovely host Aprillian got right on and started giving me poop about it.
Yes.
And she was sitting at Sunsong Ranch at the time.
I could hear her little dwarven tears.
No, she's an undead.
Oh, she's undead.
Yeah, Everrose is the undead. Oh, what is she? All right, Paladin Barbie.
The other thing I've been working on was I got my mind on my Draenor money achievement.
Oh.
So that, the achievement itself actually says that you've got to loot 10,000 gold, but you don't. I don't know why they've still got that. That's wrong. It's supposed to be 2,500, but the reward for it unlocks your storehouse level 3 blueprint, which was what I really wanted because I'd had my storehouse at level 2. And I kept getting, when you do things and you're like looting gold and you're thinking, oh, geez, I really should be at 2,500 by now. I've been leveling for how long's the game been out? I'm like, I've been 100 and I'm doing lots of stuff. And why am I only at, like 1,000 gold? This doesn't make sense. So, I did a couple of, not sneaky things, but one of the things that you can do is in your garrison in the trading post, there's a trader that you can buy some stuff off with garrison resources, and one of it's bags of gold. So I bought some of those, and that helped increase it a bit quicker because I was pretty cranky. I'm like, come on, surely I've made way more gold than
you can buy bags of gold and it counts as looting.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Gimbal Gyre. I'm toon bouncing, and I decided I'm going to take my level 90 Death Knight over to Draenor.
Yeah.
But I came in Sunsong Ranch. I thought, hey, while I'm here, I'll harvest. She just got till the break of dawn achievement. Oh, she has to run away fast before someone sees her.
Run away. Yeah. So I've put in, so there's a screenshot of the storehouse becoming level 3. So what that gives me now is I had my bank and I had the guild bank access, and it also now gives me transmog and void story access. So I'm pretty happy about that.
When I multi-box, I used to be able to log back and forth on BattleNet, but now I seem to have to log in and log out. And instead, so this is what I do. I have BattleNet, but I log into, that's how I normally start up to make sure everything is updated and everything. But then I will log into one account on one, because what I'm doing is I'm dual boxing, and I'm sometimes triple boxing, and I have 5 accounts that I play on 2 different BattleNet accounts.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone else is doing the same thing. But the problem is I can't log in on BattleNet on both accounts. It won't let me. I have tried.
Yeah.
So what I end up having to do is, if I don't already, I usually have a World of Warcraft screen open, and it's the old-fashioned login screen, and it remembers count A information. BattleNet remembers count B information. And so either I log in on my account A with a World of Warcraft login screen, but if it's not there, the only way it can get to it is by logging in on my BattleNet account and logging in again, or either logging out so that I can go back to the login screen. Does that make sense? No, it's not even first world problems. It's only Aprillian world problems.
Can you just repeat that? So you've got to log in and then you log back out.
To get a login screen for my other account A.
Yep.
Account B, I can go straight from the BattleNet account.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's because when I play my my accounts that are linked, I just go to the BattleNet and I can move. You know how it's got, so my first one might be like WoW 1 and the other one's WoW 2.
Right.
So I can just arrow to that. But if I want to play on the third account, which I normally do that from the laptop, I hadn't figured out how to do that on the PC. So now I understand what you're saying. So I'll have to try that to see how that goes.
Yeah, and it's really funny. Whenever I reboot, I always shut down my MacBook Air. I like that about it, and that it comes on really quick. And if I shut it down, I'm always saving battery. Even on standby mode, it seems to burn batteries. So when I log back in or reboot or start up again, I have the login screen, but it doesn't seem to remember BattleNet. So I always have to click BattleNet from the dock. I don't know if that makes sense. If anybody else is understanding what I'm doing or getting some help out of this, I just wanted to share it because it seems like such a weird thing to have to do just to get into two different accounts. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways.
It's a lot. Can you guess what I've been doing?
Digging?
Iron Man.
Ooh.
Iron Man continues.
Yay.
So when we last left Ironbreaker, my new hope for Iron Man, which is a human monk, she was at level 23. And she found herself out in the Ogres, which are the final set of quests out in Loch Modan. And she found herself face to face with that Ogre Rare who had taken down poor little bit Ironic the week before.
Oh no!
And but I waited, so she was at at level 24 before she went out to this one, and she was a few levels higher. So I have a screenshot in the show notes at controloutlaw.blogspot.com, and I've titled the screenshot "F you, Emog." This is for a little bit Ironic. I took him down. I have a screenshot of my little Humie standing over the giant dead ogre.
Yeah.
So I finished there, and I moved her back down to Duskwood, and she was doing great down Duskwood, and I had to go out. I even managed to get the hidden thing that was in the Worgen house that had killed me on a different one before. I managed to get through that. I was really careful. I got back on my mount, and I was riding back to Duskwood, and I just thought, I'll just outrun them. God darn it. I should have just stopped and picked them off one by one and taken a freaking half hour to get back there, because they just picked up their friends and ripped me off my mount. And she put up a valiant fight. But she escaped a few times, but like one would keep following her. And it was like, no, come back. I'll bite your ankles. And she finally died at level 28. So I had to hearth her back to Darkshire and strip her down. And by the way, human female toons wear thongs. So just in case you're wondering, if you've never stripped down before, so she got down to her thongs, sold herself off, and delete.
Have they made it into an actual thong now? Because it never used to be a thong.
It's a thong now. It's a total thong. Her butt cheeks were hanging out. Yeah. Yeah. It was like floss and butt cheeks.
Wow.
Yep. Okay.
So I always feel a little embarrassed when I sell off all my stuff, and then I have to, then I run back over to the end just so I can log out faster. And it's like, don't look.
Oh, I remember turning up on the farm and like, shoot, do I waste time?
Yeah.
Tilling, pulling weeds, or do I just keep going? I mean, at least at the garrison, you are doing something. Like I get hex weave from the garrison.
Yeah.
I sometimes still go in the mines because I can later on exchange the mines for the resources. So
at least if you have a trading post, you can shift click on it and then pick the number of sumptuous furs that you want. You don't have to go individually one by one.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I feel your pain, and I hate the fact that she lost an Iron Man at so late a date. That's why I can't do them anymore. I mean, yeah, it's fun, and we feel you. Thank you so much, Kyle. I'm glad you're getting to play,
to let us know, Kyle, are you going to be teaching from an online course? Or are you going to be doing conference calls with your students? How is it going to work? Because we're interested. We're interested in whatever happens to everyone who's out there.
We're invested in your whole thing.
Yes.
All right. Oh, I have a Safari Lounge cushion.
Nice.
Anybody need one? That's not... I'm playing on tunes I hadn't played on in years.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is what it
should be a toy now. Can you learn it?
Yeah.
Right, but it's not soulbound. So if you hadn't learned
they
it...
are not.
I've already learned it. So if you're not soulbound, if you don't have it, I can share it with you.
If you don't want it, let's say you don't want it, you could put it on the auction house or put it in Guild Bank.
Right.
As a possible solution.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Now's the time I get to play this.
We're clan of darkness here together. What's in an egg that we can't weather? Apocalypse. We've all been there. The same old boss. Why should we care? We're clan of darkness here together. What's in an egg that we can't weather? There's nothing that we can't face. Except for bunnies.
Contracts. What's going on with Clans of Darknesses and Control Alt WoW on Nevercup and Wormrest Accord?
Well, I have some good news about this week. It looks like somebody went all the way to Exalted. It did. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, what's going on? People must be all invested. So, if you look, now it's not cheating if you're Iron Man to play this week with the buff. You can't take that buff off. So, it's 100% legit whatever you accomplish this week.
Right.
So, I just want to say thank you to Green and Go-Go for hitting level 40, hitting level 50, and becoming exalted with the Clans of Darkness. Congratulations!
Funny how time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, yeah.
And that is the extent of our updates this week. We're so glad.
So I'm expecting next week even more because everybody's at home. I'm a little bit disappointed that was a DOS and not an actual queue thing. But I do expect to hear from more people. And, yeah. Good job, everyone. Oh.
Awesome.
Me just hit 58.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
We have some shout-outs this week, I think.
Okay, go ahead.
So, this week I want to take a special moment to thank one of my coworkers. His name's Doug. He's taught me everything I know about driving a tractor trailer.
Oh.
When you approach an intersection, guys, if you think the truck driver doesn't notice what's going on, every single intersection we approach, we're looking for 23 different things. How long the light's been on green for, if it's about to turn yellow. Do I put my foot on the accelerator? Do I cover the brake lightly in case it switches to red quickly because somebody's hammering the button? Because they want to cross the crosswalk and they think, I'm going to cross in front of the truck driver. I'm looking for the guy on the bicycle who's touching my trailer as he's approaching. Right. I'm looking for the pedestrian who starts running across the road, and as soon as he sees I stops, he starts strutting. If you cross the street, don't strut. Just cross the street. You don't need to show off that you cut off a truck driver. I'm also looking for other drivers waving at me. My friend Doug taught me the value of respect on the road. One day I passed him on the road and didn't wave at him. He came at me later on in the day. He said, "Why didn't you wave back?"
Right.
Don't you know it's courteous when a truck driver waves at you to wave back? It's a sign of respect. If you don't wave back, you're either pissed off or just that beep, 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 beep. I'm not going to use the actual word that he used, but Doug was very instrumental in making me a good line haul driver. He was instrumental in giving me the tools I need to get the job done with a smile on my face at the end of the day.
And can I add, especially here in the States, I don't know if it's as effective in Canada, but drive-thrus. If you see a truck driver going to the door of a takeout place or whatever, and the door is closed because they're only taking drive-thru, offer to go get his meal, to drive through for him, because they can't drive their trucks through the drive-thru. And
thank you for that. Brilliant. I just want to mention as well, truck driver fatigue is a major cause of accidents. If a truck driver stops for food, he's fighting fatigue. He's trying to stay awake so he can deliver your goods and services safely. Right. For all Americans, all Canadians, people throughout the world, Russia, doesn't matter where you are. We all have the same body and we all deal with fatigue the same manner.
Right.
So if you see a truck driver who's in a hurry to go somewhere, you know what? He's just like essential services right now. I'm exempt of the quarantine because I'm a truck driver. So I get asked to come to work, whatever the case may be, because I'm part of the supply chain.
Right.
Yep.
The people depend on your goods and services being delivered.
And we salute you and we appreciate you in so many ways.
That's why the border is not closed to commercial traffic, because we need those trucks to bring the food.
Yep.
So thank you so much, everyone. I just want to mention, this is not a joke. I saw a nurse lose their cool at Costco. Some of you are not going to believe what I saw, but this nurse was approached by the manager and 4 members of the staff and told to go wait in line. And the nurse just lost it. He exploded with rage. He says, "I'm a nurse. I need to get to the pharmacy now. I have no time. I understand your process. Right now, you need to let me through."
Right, exactly.
I have never seen in my entire life a manager from Costco and 3 members of the staff and security back down to let the first responder through.
Thank you.
Those people are on the front line. Thank you for doing your job. The people at Costco are top notch. They are working as hard as they can to get the job done. We really, really appreciate that. If an exception needs to be made, they step up to the plate and they do what they have to do. Thank you. And that is my shout out to everyone this week.
All right. Everybody be safe. Keep your social distancing. I've seen a few people traveling just for the fun of it. Just stay home. The best meme I saw this week was, I feel like I'm in kindergarten school and still being punished because 1 or 2 kids won't stop acting up. So, yeah. And good luck to everybody.
Yeah. Be safe.
Yeah.
Be safe at home. Stay at home.
Stay at home, yes.
Exactly.
And we will be recording next week. Same bat channel, same bat station.
I'll be here.
I'm Aprillian for the Horde.
And I'm Constrax for that open border between Canada and the U.S., which for the time being has to be closed.
This has been Grand Nagus, rule of acquisition number 19. Satisfaction is not guaranteed. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.